If you believe you're not deserving of that, then you got some work to do. So claim your freaking power and claim your birthright. I'm claiming it. Fuck, I'm claiming it, okay? Hello, welcome to day 17. So I still have like 20 some odd days of this. Is it 20? 30. Okay, seriously, let me do the math. 44 minus 17 is 17. Am I halfway there? No, that's 34. 27. 27 days? I still have 27 days of this. Great. Not even close to halfway there, but great. Ooh, 2 fell out. So a lot of times people with the tarots, they'll like, if they're shuffling and cards fall out, they'll be like, oh, that's the card. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna shuffle it, and I'm gonna shuffle them like this, because I like the sound and I like the feel of the shuffle on my hands like that. Ah, so satisfying. Okay, one more time. Hear that? Ready? So nice. Okay, so this is the card. Oh. Okay, that one is just gonna stay out. Okay. Okay. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? First, I want to just define what I mean when I say the light and when I'm working with the light here, when I'm saying the light within. It's the fire within you. It's that flicker of a flame that exists within you. It's what you were created within. You know, when your parents got together and their two parts came together, there was this current, there was this spark of life that happened, and you were created, and that's still within you. And so that's what I'm talking about. When I was a kid, I went to Sunday school, and the song that resonated with me the most and has been coming up lately, and every time I hear it, it's just like, I just think of my little self, so precious, and the song that was, what the song was for me then and what it is for me now. It's like just me re-embracing my innocence and my preciousness, and me protecting my light, not dimming my light. And it's this little light of mine, you know, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. So that song is just like so precious to me, because it was so precious to me then. Like, I didn't realize how important that song would be for me, because it's really come full circle now, and that song has been really like just in me. And because I realize what that means, this little light of mine, it's this world has dimmed our lights. This world has dimmed our fire. This world has dimmed our passion for living, but it still exists. That little light, that little flicker of life, that fire inside of you, it still exists. You just gotta give it some air, give it some space, give it some substance to catch fire, and it's still there, and it can burn fucking bright as fuck. And it can expose all the darkness in this world, and it can expose all the ways in which we're not honoring life. And once that's done and things have been cleaned up, we can get to really living. But also that we can really live now. We can really live where we're at and where we're standing. Like, we couldn't be in a better position right now to live our utmost potential, and how much the world needs that utmost potential right now. Like, that's the thing. That's the thing I'm realizing. Like, we don't have to wait for the world to change for us to change and start living for real and living what we see is actually best for everybody, which is what is best for ourselves. So find that light within you. Don't dim it. One of the things that I see also is don't dim to fit in. It's that point of comparison where you're looking to what another person is doing or saying or behaving, and you're, you know, comparing yourself, and you're saying, well, they're doing that. And, you know, it's like somehow when we look at each other, we feel bad about ourselves, when really we should see, especially if someone's standing in their power and their potential and their fire of life, you know, we should be looking and saying, oh my God, that's the potential of me. Because that's a part of me, right? Every one of us is us in another life. And so every person who's deciding to be who they really are and to speak their truth and to live their truth and to express that truth, they are a reflection for you to see that that exists within you. You have that potential, and you have that power, and you have that ability to express yourself in your truest, purest form. And you know what? It's going to feel so good to you. So if you're living in such a way where you're in constant conflict and discord and feeling like it's a constant battle every single day, know that you've disconnected yourself from who you really are. And it is not so hard to get back to it. You can reconnect. And it's about where you're focusing your attention and what you're giving your energy to and what you're giving your life to. You have every day so many moments, so many breaths that are so precious. What are you doing with those moments? What are you doing with those days? Who are you interacting with, and how are you interacting with them? Are you giving life? Are you nourishing? Are you uplifting? Are you encouraging? Are you guiding? Or are you diminishing and berating and fighting and creating discord? Who are you? And what are you giving to your life? Because ultimately it's what you're giving to yourself too. Same with in our minds. Are you encouraging yourself? Are you uplifting yourself? Are you inspiring yourself? Are you saying it's okay? Are you giving yourself forgiveness? Are you giving yourself space for understanding? Are you giving yourself, you know, that second chance to start over, try again, it's okay? Or are you berating yourself and battling yourself and diminishing yourself and judging yourself and blaming yourself? You know, we have to become aware of those things that are happening inside of ourselves, and how you feel is a good indicator of that. If you feel shitty, know that you're not in alignment with who you really are. If you feel good, if you feel satisfied, if you feel like, yeah, cool, this is where I want to be, this is what I want to be doing, there's no discord, there's no conflict, then you know you're in alignment with who you really are. So make it a priority to make a decision about who you're going to be and what you're going to accept and allow of yourself. Are you going to accept yourself to dim your light? Are you going to accept yourself to participate in this old world, in the old pattern that thinks war and conflict is acceptable? No. That's not why we're here. That's not what we came for. That's not why we've been doing what we've been doing all these years. We came here to uplift humanity and to free humanity from its bondage. And so you have to free yourself from your bondage. And that's by not accepting and allowing any limitations, anything that suggests you're a bad person, that you're undeserving or unworthy, or that you're not the fucking light of life, that you're not the hope in light's eyes. In life's eyes, that you're not the most precious thing to life. If you're not treating yourself as the most precious thing in life, and that you deserve the fucking richness and abundance of this earth, if you believe you're not deserving of that, then you got some work to do. So claim your freaking power and claim your birthright. I'm claiming it. Fuck, I'm claiming it, okay? So yeah, don't compare. If you're looking outward and comparing and feeling shitty, it's because you're not focused on yourself. So first and foremost, step number one, most important, don't worry what anyone else is doing. Bring it back. Bring it back to self, baby. Bring it all back in here. And fucking wrap it all up and focus on yourself. Me here. That is where my focus and attention and priority should be. Who am I? How am I living today? And am I doing what I really want to do? That really gets me fucking going. Let yourself get fucking going. You know what I'm saying? Like, get revved up. Get excited. Feel good. You're allowed to feel good.